Good morning. Day 34. We just got dropped off at Sam's Gap by the shuttle from the Nature's Inn hostel, and we're back on trail. We are planning probably around a 12 to 14 mile day. It's a little chilly this morning, mid 30s, some wind. We're only expecting a high of 55 today, which is much lower than what we have been the last few days, but it's going to be a sunny, bright, sunshiny day.
Okay, so we just hiking up this hill and came upon some trail magic. All kinds of good stuff. Apples, oranges, bananas, hard-boiled eggs, Vienna sausages, tuna, beans, candies, all kinds of yummy stuff.
All right, so we have a couple of big climbs today. We're about just over 5 miles into today's hike, and that's the summit of our first peak. That is Big Bald. From where I'm standing, we are 1.1 miles from it. So the winds have been pretty strong today, probably steady between 20 and 25 miles per hour. Tonight we're expecting gusts potentially up to 40 or 50 miles per hour. So, considering a campsite, obviously you want to make sure that we have protection from the wind. But what's going to be interesting is once we get up to Big Bald up here, hopefully the wind doesn't blow us away, because it's pretty strong out here.
All right, we are coming up on the summit of Big Bald Mountain. It has been quite the 6 miles to get up here.
Alright, that was a climb. We are now approaching the summit of Big Bald, and here's the elevation marker.
Yummy. Alright, so we've been out here for a little over a month now, and I just wanted to share a couple things I would probably do differently, knowing what I know now. The first being my sleeping pad. I have the Thermarest Neo Air X Lite, and it's a great pad. It's really comfortable. But I have the women's version, and I have a small frame, but it is just not wide enough or long enough. I feel like there's nowhere for my arms. I knew that it wasn't going to be long enough, but I didn't think that would bother me. But I actually don't like the feeling of my feet being on the tent floor. So if I was to do it again, I would get a women's wide long, or even better, I would get a men's wide. That's what Matthew has, and it's really comfortable. All right, the next thing is that we would have carried deodorant from the beginning. When we were researching this, anytime anybody talked about deodorant, they said, don't bring it, it's a waste of weight. There's nothing you can do. You're just gonna smell. You got to get used to it. And that made sense to us. I mean, you're out here for 3 or 4 days without showering, and you're gonna smell. But what we found was that right out the get-go, you know, the first hour you're on trail, you're climbing a mountain and you're sweating and you start to stink. And luckily we couldn't smell each other. We could definitely smell ourselves, and it was not a pleasant scent. We take little baby white baths at night before we change into our sleeping clothes, so at least we weren't gagging when we were trying to sleep. But then you get up the next day and you put those same dirty clothes on, and it's just ugh. So I would say about 2 weeks in, we were out at an outfitter, I think in Franklin, and I saw a little half-ounce thing of deodorant, and I'm like, we are gonna try this. And it has been life-changing. I mean, we probably still smell, I'm not saying that we don't, but we don't smell ourselves, and that was a huge morale boost. Maybe we're gonna change our minds later on down the trail, but for now, I will happily carry that half-ounce. Okay, the last thing I probably would have done differently is I would have sent or had ready to send more resupply boxes. I mean, you can definitely get everything you need out here on trail. It's not a problem. But I just really have enjoyed the 2 boxes that we sent, one to Neil Gap and one to Fontana Dam. It just was so easy, like having most of our resupply right there and just having to go in and get a few things. So I think that is something that I wish we would have done more of.
So this little, it's like a gardener snake, just crossed the trail. Looks like a little baby. Chrissy just walked right over it. Snake number 5.
Alright, hanging the bear bags. So much fun. Hey guys.
We're trying to back away from the camera as much as possible because we're looking a little rough.
End of day 34.
Today was a good day. We had some amazing views. A little chilly this morning and windy, but the sun was shining. We had probably mid-50s and it was perfect hiking weather.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got to camp with a lot of people that we haven't camped with in a while.
Our family.
So that was fun, and we got into camp early, so it was kind of a relaxing afternoon. And
We had Trail Magic twice today.
Trail Magic twice today. Yeah.
Actually, a third time.
So yeah, we had Trail Magic 3 times, so that was awesome. Good day.
All right, guys, we are tucked in our fart sacks.
Oh God.
And we're getting ready to go to bed. Christy's gonna edit some videos, and lights out for me.
Good night.
Good night.